Today is the end of the Republic. But it's also the day we're going to fix your mod, so let's go ahead and do that. Welcome back, Battalion. It is day. It's a good day. It's a great day. It's a General Hux kind of day. This guy's another amazing character. Before you even get Slacker, a lot of people don't even realize, back in the day, there was a lot of highlights with him doing work with First Order Officer. They're doing a TM swap and passing back and forth to each other. They were dirty. They were nasty. And he's got a good leadership where you're not allowed to do turn meter when he's got advantage. So let's go ahead and get into this kit. I'm gonna give you guys a sneak peek, which I don't normally do. There is the modding. You're going to see that at the end of the video. I try to keep it under 10 minutes unless I have a guest. They usually run around 18 to 20. I am shooting solo today, so let's go ahead and get started. Starting with this basic, we're going to go with commanding shot. Deal special damage to target enemy and gain 25% turn meter if this attack is a critical hit. General Hux gains advantage for 2 turns if he didn't have it already. He doesn't often use his basic under Slacker, so if he's not in the Slacker team, his regular First Order team, this is a good ability. Outside of that, you're not really going to see it. So, Oppressive Fire. General Hux gains 10% turn meter. If General Hux has advantage, he loses it and dispels all buffs from all enemies, which can't be evaded. Then call all other First Order allies to assist, dealing 25% more damage. See what's happening here? He needs to be fast. Devious Scheme. Dispel all debuffs on General Hux and target other First Order ally, and grant that ally a bonus turn. If General Hux has advantage, he loses it and resets all ability cooldowns on that target. This is amazing in particular for Slacker, because Slacker has those 2 big hits, his poke and his swipe. You reset that when Hux passes to him. This is a really good one. Again, you need him fast, so to get Slacker out front. Bow to the First Order. Leadership. Sometimes it gets used. It's got really good counters, etc. for certain teams, but basic attacks of the First Order allies deal 50% more damage. If all allies are First Order at the start of battle, excluding summoned allies, General Hux gains dominance at the start of each encounter and at the start of each of his turns if he didn't already have it. Dominance cannot be dispelled or prevented. It expires at the end of the turn whenever General Hux is critically hit. Dominance means enemies can't counterattack. First Order allies have plus 100% counter chance, plus 50% critical damage. Now, keep in mind, I'm going to go back to this. It says dominance at the start of the encounter and the start of each of his turns if he did not already have it. So, this guy's a really good character, and he's passing advantage everywhere, which is really great on a First Order team. This is the Zeta, the Boundless Ambition. Actually, we'll go to you'll see the bottom here. This bottom half here is basically what the Zeta is. It's pretty extensive, but you see how little it is without it. General Hux gains advantage for 2 turns at the start of each turn. All right. This is where it comes in key. Where in his kit a second ago, how we read about the advantage. When he has advantage, he's super buffed. This Zeta gives it to him at the start of the encounter. This is why it's so important. All right. On top of that, when you get the Zeta, if the allied leader is... I actually said that wrong. Sorry, he already got it. If allied leader is First Order, all other First Order allies also gain advantage for 2 turns at the start of each encounter. That's what I meant. I knew this was coming up. The Zeta adds that to the rest of the First Order. If all allies are First Order at the start of battle, enemies can't gain bonus turn meter while General Hux has advantage. He starts with advantage. They cannot get turn meter. The only way they can get it if it's stripped off. All right, so looking at Hux, I've already talked about speed is key with him. Whether he's going with Slacker or not, but particularly when he's with Slacker, he's got to be faster than the other Hux in order to give you the best shot to mirror a Slacker or to go against other teams as well. Gas is one of them. So let's go ahead and look at this. These are the way we're looking. His mastery, which again, only at relic levels, is increases accuracy, critical avoidance, and damage. For him, not really that great. The crit avoidance is nice. The accuracy, not so much. The damage, not so much. He's not doing a whole lot. Pardon me. So looking through the rest of his kit, he's got to be survivable, guys. This is part of the thing with him. You want him to be survivable. He rarely uses attacks under a Slacker team. He will use attacks if he's not with that team, but he is mostly just a support character. So you want to stack survivability and speed. And he works great pre-Slacker, like I said, with a lot of other ones. And then don't forget, this guy's got a capital ship. So you want to mod him well. You want to try to 6E mod him. You can see all of mine are 6Es because it's a capital ship that I've got all the way up to Relic 5. And then I've got 6E mods and then speed. Look at the speed on my guy. He's sitting at 315. He is clutch for me because I only currently have 1 GL. Well, I have 2 now, but I don't have the ultimate on 1. So for me, he needed to be great because my slacker needed to be great is the only GL. All right, you can look at the mods themselves. I've got speed mods going with tenacity mods. Now, tenacity, I really like tenacity on him. Mine might be a little bit overkill at 173%. Some people go even higher. But if he gets ability blocked, he cannot use his major abilities. So I think it's JML if he goes against JML, if I remember right. I don't know the GLs real well yet, but if he gets ability block on him, you're going to lose that battle. So the high tenacity is clutch. And then so that's why I got tenacity on. Plus, I ended up finding some really good speed mods. High tenacity with speed right here. Crit chance doesn't hurt him. Offense, defense, all good stats. Protection, speed, offense, protection. Nothing hurts there. Tenacity, it was a big boost. And then we've got high tenacity here. We got high protection. Good speed, good speed. Good speed all over the place. You can see a little extra tenacity. So this was a good one for me. Let me put this back up here for you guys. And you can see what I recommend is speed plus tenacity or speed plus health. So you got to have 4 and 2, right? So speed is number 1 priority, and then survivability after that. So health, protection, and then any added tenacity, and then defense never hurts on a character like this. Honestly, guys, the one I got, you could put offense on him as well. I'm not going to tell you can't. In the early game, you can. It's not any stat on this guy really doesn't hurt. I don't know if I'd actually toss potency on him, but he's a really, really good character. I recommend in the early game getting him around 260. Once you get into the later game, you start getting slacker, you're going to need 290 plus. Relic Priority, I put it as an 8. The only reason I put it as an 8 instead of a 9 or a 10 is because you don't need him really up there until you get slacker and the ship. And the ship takes a while to get, so there's no sense in relicing him up unless you put in a major investment for the first order. So again, a very, very, very good character. Let's see, we looked at his mods and the kit. So I think that is the gist of it, guys. He is a really good character. This is a pretty simple guy to do. You need him super fast, super, super fast. He's an angry little man. He needs to get things done. But protection, and keep in mind, guys, one other thing I do want to throw in, because this video is actually went pretty quick. Protection and health. There is a difference. Keep this in mind with your mods. See the 16% health? 24%. Protection always stacks higher percentage-wise. When it goes into 16 in particular, it can go to 24%. Health can only go to 16%. So keep an eye on where your base health is. Actually, we got to go back here. Back here to the stats. Wherever you're at in that game at that time, the stats that you got on him, and then it stacks by percentage. You can see I've got 58,000 protection, even though it's stacked 24%, because his base stat starting out for this character was lower and his health was a little bit higher. I wanted to bring his protection up as much as I could, but you can get more value by putting health up there. I just like the protection with him because I got health and protection split because you get the healing off of true early game. So that is our guy. That is our man. That is the Hux. You guys are awesome. Till next time, I'm not sure who we're doing next, but it is going to be a first order. In the meantime, we are 1 battalion strong. And don't forget, we are over 1,000, but I need your help to keep on going and growing. Appreciate y'all. All right, till next time. 1 battalion strong.
Shut up and sit down.